governor, is he just grandstanding or trying to get more?
No, I don't think he's grandstanding. I think he truly believes that a commission, an independent commission, is the right thing to do. But I would hope that he would recognize that you can't just change the Constitution by a statute. That's number one. And number two is that he should be looking, I believe, at the whatever the redistricting committee that's running around the state and ultimately the legislature passes as to whether it's fair or not. If it's not fair, he should veto it. It's happened before. If it's not fair, someone else could go into court. And to suggest that that would be something novel, I think, would not be a student of history, because the last two redistricting, they went to court. Someone's not happy with it, and they go to court. Someone goes to court every year. So that's not going to be unusual. So if it's fair, the governor should sign it. If it's not fair, he should veto it. And as far as the governor giving his word, and he's stuck to his word, and he's done everything he said he was going to do, well, as a practical matter, that is true. I've supported him in 95% of the things he's done. However, he has compromised, and he has, in fact, made changes. The property tax cap that he originally proposed was not what ultimately became law. What he ultimately proposed, the Senate passed, but the Assembly thought it was too tough. And so they made some exceptions. And the governor went along with it, and we agreed, and it became law. So it's not like the governor gives an ultimatum and he doesn't negotiate or he doesn't listen to other people. I think if he sees in the long run that this is fair redistricting, he'll sign it. If he doesn't, it's going to go to court anyway by somebody else.
Sounds like a subtle difference, but it really isn't. When he talks about independent commission, he says he wants nonpartisan lines, not bipartisan, but nonpartisan. And I gather from what you're saying that you can't be nonpartisan about this.
How do you pick, if you're a state senator, and you know how important it is to keep the majority of the state Senate, to help upstate New York so we don't lose 2 congressional seats, how do you tell that legislative body, if they've got any appointments, don't be political? How can you tell Sheldon Silver, how can you believe that Sheldon Silver, if he's got some appointments, that he's not going to be political and pick someone, maybe he's never been involved in politics, but that he could rely on to do exactly what he wants to done? And the same thing is true for the governor. I mean, this governor, maybe this governor is holier than thou. Maybe he is truly pure. But he's gone through the ranks by winning campaigns. And at some point in time, he's going to have another campaign. And to suggest that he's going to take politics out of politics, I think is unreasonable. And who knows what the next governor may do with it. Eliot Spitzer, the last governor, well, two governors ago, I can't keep track anymore, but he was the most partisan animal in history. So 2 years from now, or 8 years from now, or 10 years from now, where Cuomo is no longer governor, assuming he's pure as the driven snow, 10 years from now, we may get another Eliot Spitzer. Do you think for a minute if someone like that who's willing to get the state police to follow a member of the Senate Majority Leader, is not going to act politically in determining who's going to be an appointment to this commission? You know, I just don't buy it, and I don't think if people really thought this thing through, they would